On Game Show Network, anyone can win terrific prizes like this. Broyhill's Home Office Armoire conserves space and fulfills home office needs. Wraparound doors, pull-outs for keyboard from Broyhill.
Put the channel setting on your television. Okay, memorize the number. This is your lucky number for the rest of the day. Keep it tuned to Game Show Network, and good things will follow.
Welcome to another edition of Adam Curry Presents. Wow. Hope you're having a wonderful April, and if not, we'll worry you. All right. On today's episode, we're going back to September 9th. We're going back to 1979 with a classic episode of Three's a Crowd with some laughs with Jetpack. Trick back and relax, and we'll be back. The Knack, hit it!
Coke and a smile makes me feel good, makes me feel nice. That's the way it should be. And I'd like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola as life. Have a Coke and a smile.
All day. Get ready for some love play on Game Show Network.
From the Chuck Barris stages in Hollywood, California, it's Three's a Crowd. The game that determines who knows the husband best, his wife or his secretary. Now, let's meet the husband. Husband number one is a manager in accounting for an airline, and he hunts antiques. He's Tom Moyer. Husband number two is an attorney who suits himself and often others. Here's Irv Osser. Husband number three is the assistant manager of a cinema, and he's only asked one lady to walk down the aisle. Here's Jonathan Ott. Those are our husbands for today, and here's your host, the star of Three is a Crowd, Jim Peck.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to Three's a Crowd. Each of these husbands is about to find out who really knows him best, his wife or his secretary. Whichever team does, the wives or the secretaries, they will divide up $1,000 among them, and we will begin the game right after this message, so stay with us.
With new Depend undergarments, you're prepared, no matter where the day may take you.
I'm going out. I can't. I've got too much to do.
Nonsense. You're going.
But my hair. I'll do it in the car.
New Depend has even more Absorb-Lock for the best Depend protection against leaks. Store brand undergarments are 50% more likely to leak than New Depend.
June Allison! Depend, because you've got a lot of living to do.
Well, Ray, it's crunch time now.
Right you are, Ted. Look, you got hungry kids coming on strong up the middle and around in.
Mom needs a big play to satisfy him.
Watch, she goes right for the Totino's pizza roll.
Tasty move. The great taste of pizza in bite-sized rolls.
She spins to the microwave.
Does she have enough time?
Here they come. She rolls left. Oh, she rolls right.
Totino's pizza roll. Sensational.
And it looks like a big win for the home team.
Let's see that again.
Mom, Dad, do you have life insurance on me?
There's a big difference between what your child can buy for $1 and what you can buy for him with that same dollar today. To get him and all your children and grandchildren lifetime protection from Guaranteed Trust Life Insurance Company, call now for your free Great Start Kit. Just $1 buys your child life insurance for 3 months. Your child is insured, and you're protected financially. $1 for 3 months. Then just $20 a year, so you'll have peace of mind. Because in spite of today's medical advances, safer cars, tougher drunk driving laws, the unthinkable still happens. $1 now, then just $20 a year to age 26, when your child can convert the policy and keep it for life.
Why risk waiting? The best time to get the best buy on life insurance for your children is when they're healthy. Our children live in a dangerous world these days. Now is the time to act. Give your child a plan that's really affordable, easy to get, and guaranteed renewable for life. Guaranteed Trust Life offers the Great Start Plan. With more than 300,000 policies in force nationally, they've been insuring kids like yours and mine for over 60 years. And with $150 million in assets, you can trust Guaranteed Trust.
So buy your child something that really counts. Use just $1 to start financial security. Call now.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad, for planning ahead for me.
Call Guaranteed Trust now at 1-800-258-6400 for your free Great Start Kit. Just $1 for 3 months, then $20 a year. Don't wait. Call toll-free, 1-800-258-6400.
Come on, let's play Three's a Crowd. Husbands, you know how we do it. Your wives and secretaries are secluded off stage. When they come back, they're going to be trying to match up with your answers. Each question is worth 1 point, and at the end of the game, the team with the most points divides up the cash prize of $1,000. If you gentlemen are ready, question number 1. When it comes to physical affection, would you appreciate a little more from your secretary or a little less from your secretary? Jonathan.
Oh, I would always appreciate a whole lot more.
Okay, Irv?
A little bit more, yes.
A little bit more. Tom?
I would appreciate a little bit more. Sounds good.
More. Second question. Gentlemen, what animal does your wife most resemble? Irv?
I think she represents a tigress.
She resembles a tigress. Okay. Resemble.
Resemble.
Resemble. Okay, Tom?
I would say I think a chicken. She's a very picky eater.
Jonathan?
That's easy. It's got to be a bunny rabbit.
A bunny rabbit. Third question. What is the strangest or most unusual location that you've ever been in alone with your secretary? Strangest or most unusual, Tom? Alone.
I would say probably in a room up in the hill skiing.
A room up in the hill skiing?
For a short time, though, until the wife showed up.
Is a room like a cabin?
It'd be a bedroom.
Jonathan?
I would have to go along with that. I was with my secretary in the bedroom of my projectionist apartment while a party was going on downstairs.
Okay, Irv?
I'd say the strangest room would be the office lounge.
Strangest or most unusual would be the office lounge. That's a strange or unusual room.
That's right.
Okay. Next question. Gentlemen, what is your favorite romantic stimulant? I need you to be specific. Jonathan?
Wine.
Wine. Irv?
Wine.
Wine. Tom?
I would say a good hit of scotch.
All right. Thank you for your answers, husbands. We'll be right back. We'll see how well the secretaries match up. We'll do it right after these words, so stay with us.
You tired of playing Twister with messy rope, tape, and twist ties? Then you need the Handy Bundler, the world's first endless tie wrap dispenser. No matter what the size, Handy Bundler tightens to a perfect fit every time. It's lightweight, fits comfortably in your hand, and secures anything as easy as 1, 2, 3. No more tangled rope, messy twist ties, and sticky tape. Now neatly wrap cable and TV wires for a better appearance. Tie garbage bags tight in seconds. Secure luggage to the car for safe travel. Look, ordinary tie wraps just aren't long enough, but the Handy Bundler's cord extends to any size. Large or small, it wraps them all. It's perfect to clean up newspapers, wrap audio and speaker wires, take Handy Bundler outdoors to support tomato plants, train ivy, or bundle an out-of-control garden hose. Keep one in your car for roadside repairs. You can even protect children from dangerous places. Take Handy Bundler to work to tame the wildest computer cables. Secure boxes for shipping. The Handy Bundler is ideal for crafts. Make your own dried flowers. Neatly store holiday lights. Decorate for any festive occasion. And the Handy Bundler is virtually indestructible. Even the law can use Handy Bundler to detain criminals. You'll find hundreds of uses for the Handy Bundler around the shop. at home, in the office, and on the job. Now, in this limited time offer, you get the Handy Bundler. Over 50 feet of durable nylon strapping that'll hold just about anything. And 100 locking clips, all for only $19.95. And it comes with this guarantee. Use Handy Bundler, and if you're not convinced it's the best tool ever, return it for a full refund of the purchase price. Order now.
Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-593-9779 or send $19.95 plus $5.95 shipping to Handy Bundler, P.O. Box 2987, Framingham, Massachusetts. For faster delivery, call 1-800-593-9779.
Welcome back to Three's a Crowd, and now it's time to meet our secretary. Our first secretary has her own house, her own Porsche, and her own name, Susan Wolf. Secretary number 2 sings so well, she really doesn't have to look this good. But who's complaining about Rochelle Spencer? Secretary number 3 is an amateur investigator and a very cute snoop to boot, Sabrina Johnson. Once again, here's Jim Peck.
Thank you, John. Okay, husbands, you know we've recorded your answers on the cards. You have those on your laps. Every time your secretary matches your answer, her team receives 1 point. And, of course, the team at the end of the game with the most points divides up the cash prize of $1,000. If you are ready, gals, question number 1. When it comes to physical affection, would your boss appreciate a little more from you or a little less from you? Susan?
Definitely less.
Definitely less.
Yeah.
Tom told us it was definitely more.
Failure to communicate, obviously.
You work it out. Rochelle, what about Irv?
Probably a little more since I don't give him any.
And Irv told us a little more. That's a match. Point for our secretaries. Sabrina, what about Jonathan?
A little more.
A little more? A little more. Another point for our secretaries. Next question. What animal does your boss's wife most resemble? We're talking physical resemblance now. Rochelle?
Probably an Afghan.
An
She has
Afghan.
blonde hair.
Irv told us it was a tigress. No match there. Let's come over to Sabrina and Jonathan.
A cat.
A cat. Jonathan said a bunny rabbit. Yeah.
Bunny rabbit. You know
Susan, what
she
about
looks like
Susie?
a bunny rabbit?
Definitely a dog, a poodle.
A dog. Tom said a chicken. Third question. What is the strangest or most unusual location your boss has ever been in alone with you? Strangest or most unusual? Sabrina, you got a smile on your face.
A bathroom?
Where?
At a party? We were just drying hair.
Now, would you like the correct answer?
Drying hair?
Well, it was a pool party, and he was drying his hair, and I was washing my hands.
Jonathan told us it was in the bedroom of his projectionist's apartment.
Well, it was the projectionist bathroom. They're right next door.
I guess I only remembered the place we ended up.
Susie, what about Tom? Susan, what about Tom?
In a vault. We're locked in a vault together.
Tom told us the most unusual place was a bedroom at a ski resort.
No comment.
Last winner. No comment. A vault.
Tom?
Well, I never call a vault a bedroom, but...
With you. It was a vault.
Susan, what about his answer? What about that ski resort?
As I said before, no comment.
I think that's what you said before. Rochelle?
Well, I've never been in Irv's bedroom, so I would have to say under my desk. I know that sounds strange, but that's about the only place we've ever been that's strange or unusual, picking up stuff off the floor.
Under your desk. Irv told us it was the office lounge. Did you forget about under the desk, Irv?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did. And
Were you trying to forget about under the desk, Irv?
Yeah, I'm trying to forget because she wanted me under the desk to pick up goodies there, and that is a strange place.
Next
You're right.
question.
You're right.
Yes. Gals, what is your boss's favorite romantic stimulant? And I need you to be specific. Susan?
I'd have to say probably beer.
Beer. Tom told us it was.
70 yes.
Good belt of scotch. No match there. Rochelle, what about Irv?
Oh, I would say probably some wine.
Wine, and Irv told us it was wine. We got another point for the secretary's team. Doing well. Sabrina, what about Jonathan?
Elastic bands. I mean, I don't know personally. I'd say elastic bands.
Sabrina and I are very close.
Not that close.
See,
We're good
I like to
friends.
play tennis a lot, you know, and you wear those elastic bands, you know, around your wrist.
Sabrina?
What? You didn't tell me about tennis.
I don't tell you a lot.
Sabrina, what is it about the elastic bands?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's the sweat from the sweating on them. I don't know.
He seems to really
Get
just leave
into
a couple
those
of
elastic
bands
yeah.
around him. He's a wild man.
Yeah, just
I like tight situations.
Good. Jonathan told us it was. Wine was his favorite stimulant. We will be right back, and it will be Three's a Crowd as we bring out the wives to see how well they match up with their husbands. First, Johnny Jacobs has some gifts for our runner-up guests and for all of our husbands as well. Some gifts, John.
Our runners-up on Three's a Crowd will receive Turtle Extra Car Wax, extra easy, extra durable, extra brilliant. Turtle Extra Car Wax in liquid or new soft paste. And Rough It, the dynamic sculpture coat. It's pre-mixed and pre-colored. Now you can create deep, dramatic textures like a professional with Rough It by Z-Brick. And from LaChoy, make your meals swing American with these fine LaChoy canned and frozen products. And Triaminic Syrup, the #1 non-prescription cold medication recommended by physicians. And who knows better? Triaminic Syrup.
Game Show Network is truly interactive. Visit us and play along at our website. It's www.sony.com. Or email your questions and comments to Winnie at GameShowNet.com.
Right now, our lovely wives have joined us, and lovely Johnny Jacobs is going to introduce them to you. Lovely John?
Thank you, handsome Jim. Our first wife plays softball, even though she's an executive secretary for an airline. Meet Susie Moyer. Wife number 2 is an assembly statistician who has put herself together rather nicely. Welcome, Pat Osser. Wife number 3 is a waitress who lives by the motto, "You'll get a kick out of our frog leg." Here's Jeannie Ott. Now back to you, Jim.
Thank you, John. Okay, wives, you know every time you match your husband's answer, your team receives 1 point. At the end of the game, the team with the most points will divide up the cash prize. If you're ready, question number 1. Ladies, when it comes to physical affection, would your husband like from his secretary a little more or a little less? Jeannie, let's start with you.
I think he's got enough.
So would he like a little more or a little less?
Oh, I'm sorry. A little more.
A little more. Jonathan said he'd like a little more. That's a point for our wives. Sabrina, you said?
a little more.
A little more also. Let's come over to Pat. Pat, what about her?
I think a little more. A little more.
A little more. Pretty thoughtful about that. A little
Yeah.
more. Irv said a little more. Another point for our wives.
A little more.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
And Rochelle?
I said a little more.
Oh.
Just a minute.
Susie, what about Tom?
We're going to talk about
I'm sure he'd say a little more.
A little more. And Tom told us a little more. Another point for our wives team. You know what Susan said? Susan, tell Susie.
I said a little less. I think he'd like to stay as far away from me as possible.
That's what he tells you. That's not really what it is.
Really?
Well, we'll have to talk about that. Talk about that tomorrow at work.
Next question. Ladies, what animal do you most resemble? Physically speaking, what animal do you most resemble? Pat?
Let's see. I'd say a cat.
A cat? And Irv told us you've most resembled a tigress. And a tigress is a cat, so you got a point. Good for you.
Yes.
Rochelle,
I thought
tell
you
Pat
did
what you thought she most resembled.
An Afghan. Oh, I like that too.
Susie? A dog. And Tom said you most resembled a chicken.
Chicken.
I instantly got the picking habit. The eating habits.
And Susan told us you most resembled, go ahead, Susan, tell her.
A poodle. I always say if she had a bow in her hair, she'd look exactly like a poodle.
Like a,
And a little collar.
like a poodle. Okay, Jeannie?
Cocker Spaniel.
Cocker Spaniel. Jonathan said you most resembled a bunny rabbit. What was it about her that reminded you of a bunny rabbit, John?
We have in our apartment probably about 35 pictures and about 16 figurines of little bunny rabbits. She just loves them.
Just think of those every time. Sabrina, tell Jeannie what you thought she most
I
resembled.
said a cat, and he said you look like a rabbit because of your ears.
So much for that. Next question. Ladies, what is the strangest or most unusual location your husband has ever been found in alone, has ever been in alone with his secretary? The strangest or most unusual location. Susie?
The bedroom of a cabin.
Bedroom of a cabin? Tom told us it was. Bedroom in a cabin at a ski resort. That's a point for our secretary.
You forget that.
Susan said it was what, Susan?
I said it was a vault, only because I didn't know Susie knew.
She does now.
Not really. She wouldn't let me alone with him in the bedroom of the cabin. She was there, supervising at all times.
Jeannie? What about Jonathan?
In her jacuzzi.
Her jacuzzi. Jonathan told us the most unusual place was in the bedroom of his projectionist's apartment.
Oh, yeah.
Sooner or later, I get
I
most
put
of
that
the
one out
girls
of my
in there.
mind.
Sabrina, tell Jeannie what
It
you
was the
said.
bathroom. The bathroom.
The bathroom where?
At Bill's house. You know, Jonathan was just doing his hair. I was washing my hands there. No,
At all those
he
parties,
just said the
sooner or
bedroom
later,
because
I
he
get all
couldn't
the
think of
girls in
anything.
I know.
Yeah.
It's all right. I know the bathroom.
The bathroom, you wish it was
It's okay.
the bedroom.
Yeah.
It's clear.
Yeah.
Pat?
A friend of mine's bathroom.
I don't think that he's ever been caught yet. I think probably in his office with the door closed, and I didn't try it, but it might have been locked.
Herb told us it was in the office lounge. And Rochelle, tell Pat what you said it was.
Under my desk. We were under the desk.
She has
We
to
were-
tell you, that is
We were
really
picking
funny.
up papers, yes. We were under there together.
So what
Very
else?
close. That was it. There wasn't much room for anything else.
That's all you're going to get now.
We'll be right back and ask our wives a final all-important question. We'll do it right after this word, so stay with us.
My kids' friends practically live at my house. I love to cook and sing.
Lasagna verde.
Of course, it's always fresh vegetables. I like canola oil a lot. My hand went to Crisco, and I'm really glad that I use it. It's a light taste.
Purified to taste light.
Food to me is a very meaningful thing. I feel like I'm loving them if I take good care of them and serve them good food. Oh, yeah, it's wonderful.
No wonder so many great American cooks agree. Great meals start here. Crisco.
Canola. Do you want to make more money? Of course, we all do. So find out how easy it is to train at home for a better career. At ICS, more than 10 million men and women have trained for job promotions and new careers without ever setting foot inside a classroom. And now at home, in your spare time, you can get your career diploma or even your degree. Choose from any one of these courses: high school, computer programming, medical transcriptionist, medical office assistant, auto mechanics, animal care specialist, electrician, PC specialist, TV VCR repair, PC repair, legal assistant, private investigator, pharmacy technician, or get your degree. You can major in business management or accounting. Make this important call right now.
Call now for free information with no obligation. Then decide if you want to train at home for a better career to make more money. Call 1-800-427-4159. There's absolutely no obligation. Call 1-800-427-4159. That's 1-800-427-4159 for free career information. Call now.
In clinical studies, a leading pain medicine significantly reduced minor arthritis pain, increasing range of motion and flexibility. You may be surprised. The medicine in these studies wasn't a pill. It was Bengay. And now, when you use Ultra Strength Bengay for your aches and pains, you get the heating power of 3 pain relievers to help you feel better and move better. Ultra Strength Bengay, medicine for your moving parts.
Just outside the city, the floodwaters are rising.
These 2 reporters have a long night ahead of them and bad coughs. The network man is taking Robitussin DM, while the local guy has discovered Vicks 44. Compare them. Vicks 44 feels more soothing and works longer between doses, up to 8 hours, while Robitussin should be taken every 4. So guess who's getting more cough medicine? And hours later, who's getting the story?
Folks, we're safe. It's going to be a great day.
8-hour Vicks 44. Get the most from just 1 dose.
Welcome back to Three's a Crowd. Ladies, your final question. What is your husband's favorite romantic stimulant? I need you to be real specific for me. Susie? Talking about Tom's favorite romantic stimulant.
Soft music?
Soft music. Tom told us his favorite romantic stimulant was good belt of scotch.
Soft music? I don't think I've heard soft music.
Do you keep the scotch got to him?
It goes right to my hearing.
Mm-hmm. Susan, tell Susie what you said.
I said beer.
What made you think it was beer?
I think he's a lightweight.
Light beer, right?
Yeah.
He never nips a little beer around, comes back in the office a little tipsy, does he?
Now, would I say that on TV? About that raise, Tom?
Yeah.
Pat, what about her?
I think Asti Spumante. Wine.
Asti Spumante wine.
Yeah.
Irv told us it was?
Jim?
Wine. Yes, another point for our wives. Good playing.
Very good.
And Rochelle said, Rochelle, tell her.
Wine.
How did you know that,
Very
Rochelle?
easy. It was just a good guess.
Absolutely. She's a good guesser. And
It was a remarkably good guess.
Yeah. I've never seen him drink anything.
Funny that you'd have the exact same guess that Pat and Irv would have.
Just good guessers, Jim. That's
Jeannie, what about Jonathan over there?
A really good meal. A really nice meal.
Maybe a man's heart is...
Right through his stomach, yeah.
Jonathan told us it was wine.
Wine?
Wine was my meal.
Wine with our dinner. Yeah, we
He just
usually
said
have wine
wine.
with our dinner. Yeah. No, I thought it was the food. I think.
Sabrina, tell Jeannie what you said.
Oh, no.
Elastic band. About the elastic
I didn't think you'd say it.
I said what? It's just elastic.
What is it about the elastic? I don't want to hear from you, Jonathan.
It's a private show.
Jeannie,
I
what?
didn't know you knew about him.
He has movies.
Shows him after hours.
He has movies of the elastic bands?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is it about those elastic bands? Sabrina, come on now. You can level with me.
It's the colors. He has such a wide variety of colors. Jonathan is a color freak.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
So after hours, he shows us home movies at the theater.
You what?
You didn't know, huh? You look good in red. You
You told me it was all right to take those pictures.
I didn't think you were going to show
You
me.
wanted the camera.
Jonathan? Yes? Rubber bands in home movies?
Not rubber bands, elastic bands.
Elastic bands.
In all shapes and sizes.
I'm a very cultured individual.
Jonathan, you're skating on thin ice.
We do
Yes.
And you don't know how to skate.
Let's take a look at our score. We see the secretaries have 3 matches. The wives have 6 matches, which means our wives will divide up the cash prize of $1,000. Congratulations, ladies. Great game. I've got I've got a note here that I'd like to read. It says, Dear Jim, I finally met my match. My new secretary really has me hopping. First, she orders a brand new Xerox copy machine to the tune of thousands. Then she has me redecorate her office and supply her with the newest machinery, equipment, and gizmos, all to the tune of $15,000. Then, first thing this morning, she marches in and demands that I order her a Henway. Jim, I'm too embarrassed to ask her, but I'm going to ask you, what's a Henway? About 3 pounds, 6 ounces. Roosters sometimes a little more. Well, I'm Jim Peck, and please join us next time right here on 3 6 Crowd. Bye-bye, everybody.
Raise the Crowd is a Chuck Barris production.
Three good reasons. You'll never know what to expect on Three's a Crowd.
Catch my...
Watch Three's a Crowd, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, Saturdays on Game Show Network.
That's our show for today. Wow, we had some good times today. We had some good times. And I hope you tune in next time for another edition of Alfred Presents. For more classic games. The Knack, hit it!